I never thought betrayal would come from the one person I defended the most. You know how people say the ones closest to you know exactly where to hurt you? I used to think that was just something people said after a bad breakup, something dramatic, something exaggerated, until it became my reality. My name doesn't matter, because this story might feel a little too familiar to you. I met him at a time when my life felt calm. I wasn't desperately looking for love, I wasn't chasing anything. And maybe that's why it felt so natural. He wasn't extraordinary, not the most handsome man in the room, not the loudest, not the richest. But he paid attention. He noticed the small things. The way I always ordered the same drink. The way I got quiet when something bothered me. The way I laughed too hard at my own jokes. And sometimes attention feels so close to love that you don't see the difference. We built routines without even trying. Morning messages, random voice notes, late-night conversations about dreams and fears. He would say, "I've never felt this connected to anyone before." And I believed him. I trusted him with the fragile parts of me, my insecurities, my past, my fears of not being enough. I thought vulnerability would bring us closer. I didn't realize I was handing him the map to my softest wounds. Betrayal doesn't arrive loudly. It doesn't slam the door and announce itself. It tiptoes in. The calls became shorter, the replies came later. The excitement in his voice slowly faded. But when you love someone, you become understanding to a fault. He's just stressed. He's busy. I'm overthinking. I kept adjusting myself, becoming more patient, less demanding, less expressive. I started shrinking without even noticing. One evening, we were sitting together. He was next to me, scrolling through his phone. And then it happened. A message popped up on his screen. A name I didn't recognize. But it wasn't the name that hurt. It was the tone. Soft, playful, intimate. The kind of message you don't send to someone you mean nothing. In that moment, something inside me didn't shatter. It froze. There's a strange silence that fills your chest when the truth begins to reveal itself. Your heart beats slower but louder. Your thoughts get quiet. I asked him about it, calmly, gently, and he lied, without hesitation, without nervousness. That hurt more than the message itself, because mistakes can be impulsive, but lying is intentional. Later, when I confronted him properly, when I showed him what I saw, he sighed and said something I'll never forget. "You're overreacting." Isn't that ironic? The person who breaks your trust tries to convince you that you're too sensitive for feeling the pain. He said it meant nothing. He said I was insecure. He said I needed to trust him more. Trust him more. I had already trusted him with everything. That night, I didn't scream. I didn't throw accusations. I just cried quietly. Not because I lost him, but because I lost the version of him I believed in. Betrayal doesn't just break your heart, it rewrites your memories. Every sweet message starts to feel fake. Every promise sounds rehearsed. Every I love you echoes differently. You sit there wondering, was any of it real, or was I loving alone? The hardest part wasn't leaving. The hardest part was accepting that the man I loved might have only existed in my imagination. I wasn't mourning a relationship. I was mourning an illusion. The days after were heavy. I would reach for my phone, wanting to text him about something small. Then I'd remember. I would miss his voice, his jokes, the comfort of his presence. Healing doesn't begin with strength. It begins with exhaustion. I was tired of questioning, tired of doubting myself, tired of trying to prove my worth to someone who clearly didn't value it. So I made small decisions. I stopped checking his social media. I deleted our old conversations. I removed the photos that kept reopening wounds, not out of anger, but out of self-respect. Slowly, the silence became peaceful instead of painful. I began to see something clearly. Love without respect isn't love. Consistency matters more than beautiful words. And intuition? It whispers long before the truth screams. I remembered all the times my stomach tightened when something felt off, all the times I ignored that quiet voice inside me. I learned to trust it again. There were still nights I cried, still moments I missed him. Healing is never straight or simple. But with every passing day, I started feeling lighter. Not because he apologized, he never truly did, but because I stopped needing him to. I stopped asking, why wasn't I enough? And started saying, why did I accept less than I deserved? That shift changed everything. The trail taught me boundaries. It taught me that love should feel safe, not confusing. It taught me that the right person will never make you question your worth or compete for their loyalty. And most importantly, it taught me that losing someone who lies to you is not a loss, it's protection. If you're listening to this right now and your heart feels heavy, if you're replaying conversations in your mind, trying to find where it all went wrong, please hear me. You are not foolish for loving deeply. You are not weak for trusting fully. Your softness is not the problem. The wrong person simply took advantage of it. One day, this pain will not feel sharp. It will feel distant, like a lesson you once cried over. And you will thank yourself for walking away, even when it hurt. Because staying where you are disrespected slowly destroys you. Leaving may break you for a while, but it rebuilds you stronger. Betrayal broke my heart, but it also introduced me to a stronger version of myself, a woman who knows her worth, a woman who listens to her intuition, a woman who will never beg for honesty again. And if this story feels like yours, I hope you choose yourself too.